Alrighty, here we are. The end of our Rammstein exploration. Okay. Now, this is their most recent album from 2022, I think. Uh-oh. Take me to the album. There we go. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, okay. It came out last year. Um, Now, I remember when this was coming out, I, so in context to when this came out, I didn't have basically any experience with the previous album because like I had skimmed through it and I didn't really give it a fair chance probably. But like I guess I didn't really know what I thought going into this last album because like if I had the feelings I had from what I just experienced listening to that 2019 album for the first time, like truly, I probably would have been more excited for Zeit because I would have had like a higher excitement level from having been like from having enjoyed the last output. Like like when you like an album. And then you're like really into it, and then another one is announced. You usually get more excited than if you didn't like the last one, right? So when Zeit actually came out, I was like, well, I'll listen to it. And I did. I sat down and listened to it. I remember watching the music videos for Zigzag and Angst, which the music videos for those are both great for pretty different reasons. But yeah, I like this album. I liked quite a few songs. In fact, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tracks are in my Spotify liked list. 8 out of 11, which is the highest in a while. It's one more than the preceding album, and certainly more than Rosen wrote. And the songs on this album that I do like. I really do like them. It's not like I just sort of picked them like because they were like barely passable or something. It's like I enjoyed them. So I was pretty happy overall when I finally, when this album hit and I got through the track list for the first time. I was like, ooh, yay! Like, they could still do it. And it's nice that none of the artists that I've covered so far have ended on a sour note. I'm very happy about that in terms of their musical output. Because Rob pulled it out with Lunar Injection, blah, 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 whatever the fuck that title is. Kiss pulled it out with their last 2 albums. And here we are with Rammstein, who really turned things around after Rosen wrote. So I'm happy to have gone through this again, and ended up with the conclusion that a huge amount of the music that they have made is very good. And because when you think about it, like if you make like 8 albums of songs, we're talking close to 100 tracks, right? Because each one's like 11. With Liebest for Alida having more, and then there's like various tracks that aren't on the albums. Like Hallelujah is a good song that doesn't appear on any of these albums, but it's actually one of my favorite Rammstein songs. So there's stuff like that. But yeah, they've got quite an output. Honestly, like it's fucking more music than I could ever make if I tried. So to have like one kind of not good album in my opinion, and then have some ones that are like like half decent, but like the other half I don't really enjoy. But then to have like those first 3 just packed with awesome fucking songs that I love, and then to have like these last 2 albums have a bunch of really good songs, and even Rise which I didn't enjoy the whole album. The part that I enjoy, I really enjoy. Like overall, they did pretty damn well over the course of their career. So I'm very happy that, like I said, once again, we get to end on a positive note when it comes to the musical output. of the band in question. And I guess I should talk about my top three, which yeah, my number three pick is gonna I'm gonna give it to Giftish, spelled giftig, although German I don't know pronunciation. Um, it's a good catchy song. I like it. Number two. Number two and number one could maybe be switched, so keep that in mind. Is like it kind of depends on what mood of song I'm looking for, but they are very much like very closely tied, honestly. But I had to put one in one and one in two, so my number two pick is going to be Zigzag. I really, really, really like this song. The music video is like grotesque and darkly humorous. Also, there's some funny lyrics because some of these songs I am aware of what the songs are about and like what some of the lyrics translate to, because I after seeing the music video for Zigzag, I had to know what he was talking about. It's about plastic surgery, which I figured that much out, but there was a line where I was like, he said penis. He totally said penis, and indeed the line is about he wants to cut away his belly fat so that his dick can see the sun again. And it's just like, okay, I mean, that's pretty funny. The whole song is humorous, but also like, yeah, it's kind of off-putting and gross, because like cosmetic surgeries and like liposuction and all that kind of stuff is a little gross and not something that I'm interested in. I don't like any of that stuff. It makes me uncomfortable. You can get all that shit if you want, but you will not catch me, even if I had the money, fucking getting any types of surgery like that. I just, no. I am very deathly afraid of, like, especially unnecessary surgical procedures. So, anyway, song is good. And then my number one pick, which, you know what, I'm going to check the plays. What's the number one? Okay, my number one is not the number one most played, which usually it isn't. But I guess I thought it might have more listens than it does, because I think it's the best song on the album. I know I said 1 and 2 are very close, but I think Angst is in fact the best song on the album. It is so good. The music is very aggressive. The percussion in particular is like, I don't know, it's just got some kind of like movement to it that's really like, it makes me feel things. It makes me feel like some kind of like, I don't know, it's just like, kind of want to just like march or like do some aggressive kind of dance, and they do that in the music video where they've got that like the weird cheerleaders doing the dance with the music. But yeah, Angst is super good, and the part where he kind of like goes a little off the hinges towards the end in terms of like how his vocals are being delivered, really like that part. It's just got so much like intensity and like crazy exasperated energy is the way I would describe it. Awesome song. Really, really like this fucking song. I can't stress that enough. It's really cool. The fucking music video is really interesting visually. I love to watch it every now and then. Yeah, this is a good one to end on for our German boys. So yeah, I guess that's it. I just realized I've been talking for fucking like 9 minutes about this. I didn't realize. So yeah, that's Rammstein. That's their discography. And in the next video that I'll get working on doing more later, but I actually have to think about who's going next, because there's one artist that has been a presence in my life, but I feel like the relevance of that artist's music vastly took off further in my life. But I could also logically include it right after Rammstein. So I got to think about that before I even decide what I'm actually covering next. But regardless, thank you for watching. I appreciate anybody who watches any of these videos. And I will see you guys on the next one, which, like I said, I still got to figure that out. But the good news is I record these way in advance and I schedule them for uploads. So that's not going to matter to you guys. So like I said, see you in the next one.